Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have the technical session number 59. Our subject is firefighting system in building construction as material and the technology. So let us go to subject. Before going ahead, I would like to request you to press the bell icon, subscribe, and share it in order to reach the next video with easy access. So there is general firefighting equipments. Firefighting system and the equipments very depend upon the edge size, age, types of the building, and the age depend upon the strategy of the firefighting and the in accordance to the local building codes. The building may contain some of all these following features, which are preliminary concept design for the building for firefighting incident and the accident systems, firefighting extinguisher, firefighting real hose, fire hydrant system, and automatic sprinkler system, and also civil defense machines and trucks and coming for the firefighting system. These are all the facilities during the design. It should be considered as a main parameters. So we will go discuss all of these facilities one by one. Fire extinguisher are provided for a first attack of the firefighting measures, generally undertaken by the occupants for the building before the services of the fire arrives. It is important to occupants that the familiar with the fire extinguisher types used in which fire and how it should be tackled according to the area strategy and the building codes. Most fires start from the small fires and may be extinguished. It may correct the types of amount of extinguisher agents as is applied on a small scale contribution. As extinguisher principal use agents, water, wood, and the paper fires are and the not the electricals. Foam, it is flammable liquid fires, not the electricals. Carbon dioxide, electrical fires. Dry chemicals, flammable liquids, and the electrical fires. Wet chemicals, uh, fat fires, not the electricals. And the special purpose of the metals. And the civil defense equipments, this is just to tackle the accidents and the incidents on by using the water, and mostly it is by using the water with the high pressure nozzles. The fire extinguisher location must be clearly identified by the firefighters and the rescue representatives in order to achieve the goal results in a short times. It is the policy of the community safety and the responsibilities and the induction should be provided by the concerned authorities, civil defense, or the building securities, and the mostly it's some third party firefighters agents. In some instance, it will be as a prospective requirements of the local buildings codes and the third party fighters which are in place. In some countries there is some procedure parallel to the civil defense. So the fire reels house, we will discuss about this one. These are the provided and used occupants by the first attack The firefighting measures it can be instance and also used as the firefighter. This is already fixed inside the buildings. So the people who are assigned for this one are the occupants of the building tenants. They should know the where the location of the fire was real, and should have the knowledge of the application and how to the handle of these things. This is very very necessary. And the material of these things, the nozzle and the reloads and the coating of the box, and it should be able to resist the high temperature atmosphere. Uh, uh, the reel also next to be that it can be operated by the also operators with high pressure and the trained workers who have already trained about the system. The potential danger exists in the operator's reels fires. Maybe no water is available, so the water availability should be verified and the confirmed always on the top up with the building authorities and assigned people. Because the followers is generally looked into the exit, and in an emergency the possible to reach to the safe place simply the following on the horses. In some countries it is well equipped and well trained and well organized. In case of the fire, the handle should be very approachable and easy access. So fire hydrant also this is installed in the building. Firefighters quickly attack on the fire. Essentially, the hydrant system is a water circulation, and it can be used transported water in order to limit the amount of rails firefighters and have to lay thus the spreading of the firefighting process with the easy control. Fire hydrants are also sole use of trained fighters, which includes factory and the fighting arms and whatsoever the building vicinities. Because if the fire hydrants sometimes include ancillaries and the essential of their effectiveness operation, such as the pumps, tanks, and the service booster connection, is need to be handled, or the technology or something is missing from the ancillaries, though, so it should be always updated and repaired, and the log should be maintained upon the every repair and the checking inspection. The placement of such equipments need closely interface to the services potential produced by the satisfactory code provision for the handling and the fighting in against the disaster. So, for the achieved regarding the system, we can also discuss about the sprinkler system. Sprinkler system is a essential control of fire. Automatic sprinkler system are one of the most reliable method available for the controlling of the fires. The automatic sprinkler system offers the heat protection and the life of the property and the other effects of the fires. And the sprinkler heads are also available with 20 times or more sensitive are the fire than the it was 10 years ago technology. So we can say the sprinkler system is a really automatic and also a successful system for the firefighting system. When a fire hits into the sprinkler heads, the open the preset temperature and allowing the pressurized water to be sprayed both down and into the fire and all around the areas and can be controllable. The spray also wet combustion and the materials in the vicinity of the fire, making different line of ignite. The showing the down prevent the spread and the growth of the fire according to the uh, side situation conditions. When the sprinkler head operates, the water pressure of the system drop, activating an alarm which then the automatically calls to the telephone connection and intimation of the concerned authorities. Uh, Usually, non-fire water damage only the occurs if the carelessly damage the system. But the firefighting use must be by the sprinkler system, and it is the successful system. The combined damage of the fire system and the used for the firefighting system is dramatically exceeds that's likely from a properly installed sprinkler system is a successful application for the against the fire. Because historically completion and combustion and all of these things should be controlled by the different types of the technologies, but the sprinkler system are usually installed in a high and the large building where high fire hazards occupies. And strategically, there is the major causes of the sprinkler system are installed in the fire as controlled by the sprinkler head and nozzles. And what the material should be very strong, and it can be bear and sustain the high temperature intensity as compared to the normal materials. So there should be some mm, approved and sustainable materials which can be complied with the this local building codes. So also the uh, other measures of the buildings, all the materials and the equipment should be comply with the safety standards internationally and with the local building codes, and also the tool tax record should be available, and the trained workers and the rescue workers, and it should be highlighted with the areas coding by the exit entering, and these are the things. So this was the briefing about the firefighting system, which can be saved the structures which cost thousand and million of the assets by spending a lot of cost impacts. Um, to protect this one, the fire fighting system is very very essential, and it is very precious to save the building life in accordance to the time requirements and whatsoever the life losses. So this was the briefing about the firefighting system and technology and the materials in the buildings and the other houses. We will see each other in the next video with another subject, which is the glass in the buildings. So we will discuss about the different types of glass and other technical features. So thank you very much and have a nice day.